Welcome to more thrilling adventures of Bridget the Stay-at-Home Witch. That's me, Bridget the Stay-at-Home Witch, getting kisses from my blue-collar husband. I tried to pull him back into bed, but he had to go make a living, so I guess I'll wake up and start my day today. But I am a hippie witchy mama in my 30s, so I woke up with neck pain. I must have slept funny last night in our little wrought iron bed. Our teeny tiny back bedroom with its creaky window and the 9 3/4 painted on the wall. One of the first things I do when I wake up in the morning is I go and I also wake up our hearth. We live in this little teeny tiny 105-year-old cottage, and she is just a magical place to be. Our home has a heart and a soul and a mind of her own. I feel like she's one of those enchanted witches' cottages out of a storybook. I just love our home. I have quite a spiritual morning routine, and we'll get to that. But for now, I just get dressed and ready for the day. My mom uniform is pretty standard. Leggings or shorts, depending on the time of year, sometimes both. It's that Oklahoma weather, it'll change fast. And then usually just a t-shirt or a tank top and a cozy sweater or something over my arms. And some coffee, the nectar of the gods. I am more of a cappuccino or a latte type girl, but I was out of those this morning, so coffee it is. I stir my morning intentions in with my coffee every day. Usually there's something like peace and prosperity and protection. My coffee cup is my little cauldron. My wooden spoon is my wand. Stir, 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 clockwise for invoking and counterclockwise for banishing. And then it's time to make some drinks for my little witchlings who are now starting to wake up. My kids are pretty early to bed and early to rise, so I can expect to see them most mornings around 6 a.m. Which is part of the reason I drag my butt out of bed every day whenever my blue-collar husband leaves for work. And this morning I was really going for a Mother of the Year award, and they wanted some ice cream for a morning snack. And since I could use another trophy to add to my case, I was like, yes, absolutely. We gotta keep things well balanced around here. Plus, I think starting the day off with something sweet like this has a little magic of its own, and how much worse could a bowl of ice cream be than a bunch of donuts? So, hey la vie, here's your ice cream, kiddos. And while my kiddos enjoy a nice morning treat that is at least nourishing to their soul, so shall I. So I head out to the front porch with that book that you just saw, Urbana Witch, and honestly, it's really good. It walks you through spending a year in the forest. But my cat wanted to take a walk through it first. That is Fatty, and he is our fatty barn catty. We don't really have a barn, but he sleeps in the garden shed with the hens. Keeps the mice away. That's why he's so fat, is he's very good at his job. He earns his keep around here, that's for sure. It was such a beautiful morning. And our days start off slow, but they heat up fast. My husband and I have been together for 17 years. He's my high school sweetheart and my one true love. And we have 3 beautiful little wildflowers to show for it, who I homeschool here at our little old country cottage. They are 10, 6, and 3. And I love homeschooling them. We are just wrapping up the school year, so we have lots of state testing and a bit more free time at home than usual. Usually one for spanking in or out of the bedroom, but this oatmeal, it will not shimmy to the bottom of the bags. We eat kind of like hobbits around here, so this will probably be first breakfast, but there is more to come. But we do usually have some sort of instant oatmeal here about every day. And then after breakfast, we all do morning chores. For my oldest, that means to help with the dishes and make her bed. And for my littler two, that means to help each other make their beds and pick up morning toys. We live a slower, softer country lifestyle around here. We do get busy and there is a bit of a hustle bustle, but All in all, I have tried to create a life that we didn't feel the need to escape from within these walls. For this to be our home and our haven. And I love puttering around my days here in this house with our kids, our pets, and my gardens. For me, this little life is the big dream. Getting to stay home, getting to make food from scratch and sometimes not from scratch, getting to homeschool my kids, getting to decide that it is a pretty morning, so you know what, y'all, let's head on out to the back porch and let's make us some eggs and sausage. This is what I mean by mostly from scratch. We do have 2 backyard hens. Their names are Cleo and Pepper, and I call Pepper my heart hen. I love her. She is such a good friend to me. They are definitely pet hens. They still lay eggs, but we mostly feed them to the dogs. My kids and husband are pretty grossed out by the whole process of what comes out of Pepper and Cleo, but somehow less grossed out by the eggs that come from the store. So it is what it is, and Pepper and Cleo just get to live their best lives too. You know what? There's not a thing wrong with that if you ask me. As the morning light makes golden dapples on our yard, I start to cook breakfast. My coffee's running a little cold in the breeze, but I drink it anyway. And the air starts to smell like sausage as I whip up scrambled eggs for my kids who are laughing and giggling and playing in the yard. We were playing like the world had ended and they were on a new planet, and I was like, well, might as well prepare, y'all. After a little breakfast for everyone, my kids continue their game in the backyard, and I head on out to tend to my front gardens, which I call my fairy gardens. I might call them chaos gardens, but I don't think so. I think that whenever a garden is a little unkempt and natural, it invites fairies, not chaos. Was that a twinkle of light on a bit of dew, or was that a bit of nature spirit? That's for you to decide, I guess. I make note of a couple of things that I need for my garden and find a dandelion wish. Pull it up and close my eyes, and I find that it looks like I already have everything I've ever wished for. So I blow it out anyway to help pollinate and head on inside. Now, our kids are too old for naps, but they do like a little bit of rest time at the end of the morning. So usually sometime between 10:30 and 11, everything gets kind of quiet and still around the country cottage. Everybody settles in with another hobbit snack. The lights turn down low and a special kind of magic happens because we look around our little country home and we have nowhere to go and nothing to do for a little while. And in our year of our priestess 2024, that is enchanting. But as they say, nothing good lasts forever, and before we know it, rest time is up. So we have a little bit of lunch and head on out to run some errands. On this day, we have got to go to Walmart, and I end up in the plant section. So stay tuned for my next vlog to see what or if any plants come home with us from the plant shelter. That's the Walmart clearance section. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. I hope you have a really good day, and I'm sending you tons of love. Bye now.